Doing the work and creating the perfect effect is great, but it's also important that you're able to easily save and apply that effect to use on other clips. And so that's what we'll explore in this movie. I'm going to go into my 9.7 project, and let's take a look here. I have a series of clips, and we're going to focus on this first series for now. And if you watched the previous movie on keyframing effects, this effect design should look familiar. I'm going to just select this clip and open up the inspector, Command 4. And we have our glory and our hard light effect being keyframed so that we have full value at the beginning, and then everything decreases to nothing in the middle, and then it goes back to full value at the end of the clip. Let's go ahead and copy this series of effects from this clip to these two clips. So I'm just going to press Command C, and then I'm going to come up to Edit, and I'm going to choose Paste Effects. That's Option Command V. So I'm just going to select both of those and press Option Command V, and I'll skim over each of these so you can see what it looks like. Very interesting. And so not quite the same. Let's take a look at the video animation tool to see why that is. I'm just going to select all three of these, and then I can right-click and choose Show Video Animation or just Control V. So I'm going to zoom in here so we can really take a look at our timing. As we know, on this clip, we had everything very carefully spaced out so that at the beginning we had full value, then everything decreased to 0 in the middle, and then it went back up to full value at the end. Now, if you take a look, the distance between these keyframes was copied exactly on these clips. Here, this clip was so long that it got through this animation, and then it just kept this value at the very end all the way through the end of the clip. So the keyframe values were copied frame for frame, not proportionally. And this clip, on the other hand, was shorter. So again, because all of the keyframe values were copied on a frame-by-frame basis, here we got to 0, and then we're ramping back up to 100, but the clip isn't even long enough for us to get there. So when we copy and paste effects, then it copies and pastes every single effect that was applied to the clip, and it copies the keyframes on a frame-for-frame basis, not proportionally. So I'm going to close the video animation tool here, press Control V, and this time I'm going to come down to this series of shots. And again, I have our same animation. We have full value on glory and hard light, then it decreases to nothing and then goes back up to full value. So I'm going to, again, Command C to copy, and this time, let me select these two clips. I'm going to go to Edit and Paste Attributes. This is Shift Command V. And we have looked at this before, but specifically I want to take a look at a very special option down here called Keyframe Timing. Now, as you can see, there are two options, Maintain and Stretch to Fit. Well, Maintain is what happened down here on this series of clips. That's my frame-for-frame copying and pasting of keyframe values. It's not proportional. It doesn't matter how long the clip is. But here I have Stretch to Fit, and that's my proportional option. Depending on the length of the clip, it's going to stretch those keyframes accordingly. Not only that, but Paste Attributes does let me cherry pick the effects that I want to bring over. So I have glory and hard light, and I actually also have a small scaling animation happening at the same time. So let's say that I want glory, I'll uncheck hard light, and I'll bring over scaling. So we're copying from our clouds clip, pasting to the two clips I have selected. We're bringing over two effects, and we're stretching to fit. I'll paste. And so here again is the animation that we're going for. Let's see if we got it. I'll quickly skim over it for now. Looks promising. We've got 0 value here, and it should be ramping back up as it does. And then here as well. We are panning down and then back up. This is such a bright shot anyway that it doesn't quite look as good as our first one. I'm going to just select all of those and look at the video animation tool, Control V. And here we see we have our proportional spacing. Keyframes at the beginning, the middle at the end, and then beginning, middle, end, beginning, middle, end. Not only that, but it did not bring over my hard light effect because I did not check that in the copy and paste. So we just have glory here and here. But we also have some keyframes on our scaling, which we also brought over. So I'm going to close that up now, Control V, and I'm going to come to this clip right here, which has nothing applied to it. I am going to take the effect design that I made here, and I'm going to turn it into an effect preset that's going to live in my effect browser, and I'll apply it right here. So again, I'm going to just select this clip, and I'm not going to do a Command-C. Rather, I'm going to come over to Save Effects Preset, and I'll click on this, and then I'm going to name this, and I'll just call it Shining Light. And I can choose the category within the effect browser that this goes into, or I can choose a new category. So I'm just going to make myself a brand new custom category, and I can choose the effects that get brought over. So let's go ahead and bring over Glory and Hard Light, and this time we'll leave scaling behind. Over here, it also indicates which effects have keyframes, and then down here, I can indicate whether I want maintain timing or stretch to fit. So I want my Shining Light effect to go into my new custom category. I want it to comprise the Glory and the Hard Light effect. I want it to have keyframes, and I want it to stretch to fit. We'll save that out. And now I can select this clip, open up my effect browser, go to my new custom category, and here is Shining Light. We can go ahead and apply it to our clip. And if I open up the video animation tool, Control V, and zoom in, things look exactly as I would expect. And I can use this effect however I want on whatever clips I want in any project that I want. So as you can see, Final Cut Pro X offers you some great ways to transfer entire effect designs or just partial effect designs as part of a smart copy and paste system or through creating effect templates.